Hey, welcome to another episode of the Nightcap. I am your host, Captivating Christian, and of course we have
Edith Pussy.
Edith, the pussy.
I gotta find a new
Pussy,
name.
what's going on? Yes, please find a new name because it's so. Uh, so, what's going on, sir, Mr. Antonio? Nice to see you. Uh, been on a little bit of a hiatus, a little bit, but it's nice to see you. And how you been doing?
Yes. I was supposed to show up my birthday weekend, but we ended up we were
Other
busy.
birthday
So,
things?
yes, exactly. I was. So yeah, ended up
Not black folks. Oops.
I mean, you know your people.
That was my fault this time. It was my fault.
But it's cool. We ended up the first lingerie party we did was low key, it was chill.
Okay.
It was it was again, I went into it with different expectations
Hmm.
and that didn't happen, but we still had fun.
Okay.
And then we ended up doing another one for my birthday, and we invited a few more people, and we had a lot of fun. We were doing
Okay.
like BJ shots and just random at random times. Just
Wait, wait, wait a minute. What are BJ shots?
yeah, I learned what that was too. So what they do, so what Renee, her name was Renee. What she ended up doing was she took like a little cup, like a little shot glass, and
Uh
she filled it with alcohol, and then she put whipped cream on top of it, and you had to take the shot with no hands. So
oh. Okay. Okay.
right.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
I got a little. So you had to like.
Thank you for the demonstration. Thank you for the demonstration. All right. Um. Okay. All right. That's cool.
Yeah,
That
I
is.
enjoyed myself. I
Yeah.
found out one
I'm
of my
sure.
friends got her nipples tattooed into hearts. They look real. Like it looks
No,
amazing.
like the areola, like
That is
and
now a heart.
shaded the whole thing into it, or just
Hmm.
left it. Oh,
It looks really good.
yeah, but that's kind of sensitive. That's a very
She said it
sensitive
was. She said it was
area.
painful. She said it was painful.
Yeah, I can imagine that. That's pretty. Whew.
Yeah, I won't. After the nipple piercings, I was like, yeah, nothing else sharp will come near my
I'm
nipple.
done. Hey, how are you? I am. Yeah, that nipple piercing. The first one, I was already ready to get up, but I didn't want the kids to talk about me. So I toughened it up and let them just go ahead and do the second one because they'd have been like, "Really? You went in there and just got one pierced?" Yeah, so I get it. That's interesting.
Mm,
That is quite interesting.
yeah, it was
Mm-mm-mm.
fun. I ended. Oh wait, I didn't. Hold on. You saw my outfit, but the viewers didn't see my outfit. So give me one
Okay.
second.
Okay. Well, while you get
I
that
was
ready, let
yeah.
me just say hello to everybody in the chat. What's going on, brother Nate? What's going on, Tanari? What is going on, Lola? How are you? And everybody in the balcony watching. Welcome to another episode of the Nightcap, where we just talk about adult stuff and adulting. And yeah, so if you guys were just popping in, we were just, of course, talking about Edith's little vacation, what Edith, aka Antonio, did for the birthday and the
It was a lingerie party.
party. Yeah, the
Yes.
lingerie party that he
So
attended. Because,
this was my outfit.
okay,
Yeah, giving
okay,
body,
yeah, yeah,
plenty of
a
body.
lot of body. Yeah, I
Yes.
see. Okay.
I'm
Hey,
not gonna
Sean
show y'all
Singer,
the
how are
back.
you?
The whole ass
Yeah,
was out.
don't, yeah,
Whole
don't,
ass
please
was out.
don't, please don't, please don't.
Get, not trying to get you flagged, but
You
yeah.
can,
There's too much
I
ass
mean,
on the
right.
screen.
I mean, it is a nightcap show, but I am sure that I don't want people taking snapshots of of your body. And if they're gonna do it, at least let them pay for it. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Hey,
Either that or find my
agree with
Twitter.
that.
Go ahead, feel free. But yeah, it was
Not for free.
fun. We did the BJ shots. We had the
Mm,
outfit. We
okay.
had what else did we do? My one friend she had like a full see through like red lingerie, very nice, She had the little coat on and everything. Loved
Mhm.
it. It was.
Okay,
I had so much fun.
with the fur stuff on it, she's ready
It
to.
wasn't any fur.
Oh,
It
okay,
wasn't
I was
any
about to
fur.
say, was she
But
ready to go
again,
to
yeah.
bed? Like, I'm going to bed with the heels on.
Oh, I'm sure they. I'm pretty sure they did something because my homeboy came out. He had on his see-through drawers, and I'm like, bro, they didn't leave nothing to the imagination.
Oh
The first time he
gosh.
wore a pair of see-through drawers, and the second time he wore a different pair of see-through drawers. I'm like, damn, we get it. We can see your dick. It's nice. Good job. Like,
Well, I mean, maybe he was just trying to show the people, like, hey, everybody.
couldn't miss it. I mean,
Anyway,
but I had
it's,
fun. We did
that's good.
Cards Against Humanity, and we did shots with that, and we did Uno shots with that, and
Okay.
we were just vibing. Like it was so much fun. I
Okay.
really want to do it again.
All right. Now, speaking of vibing and group activities, if you were dating, because of course you're not, but and of course probably a lot of people in the chat aren't. I'm probably the only one up here like dating. But if you're dating someone and they're like, "Hey, I don't. If we want to keep it, but just just between us, that's fine. But if you want to like date other people and we just we know about the people we're dating, how do you feel about that? Are you down for that?
So like an open relationship.
Is a relationship is that in dating
Oh,
or
you said
getting
in
to
dating.
know?
So okay, so we're dating each other exclusively, but we also can date other people.
I guess that's what it sounds like. That's what it sounded like to me when I heard it, but I didn't want to be the one to be like, oh, you being, you know, immature about it. But that's what it sounded like. And I was just like, well, let me think about that because that's not
Um,
really, because I don't see the point in that. I don't see the point in being exclusive if you're right, strong singer, friends with benefits. I just think
that's what it sounds like.
then just call it friends with benefits because I just feel like what's going to wind up happening is somebody is going to eventually catch feelings, and then you're going to have to renegotiate the contract from the beginning, and that's starting a little early in a relationship to already inviting people from the date jump off, and then have a whole relationship kind of based on yeah we cool now and you know we might have additional friends come in and all the other kind of stuff and I don't know like I'm not.
Then it doesn't seem like y'all are actually dating. It sounds like y'all just see, and that's
Well, no, but
another
that
thing
was the
though.
option. But that was the option. That's just the option. I mean, I'm throwing it out there. It just sounds like you said no, don't fall for it. That was one of the options. It was either just date and date each other, or if you know we can date and then you will still have like if I still talking to this person and that one, you still talking to this person and that one, but we have what we have. And I'm just like, isn't that? But that's
But that's nothing to me. I'm sorry.
yeah,
That doesn't
yeah.
even.
No, no, no. No, I get it. I get it.
That's being a free spirit by you keeping tabs
But
on me. Like, how
well,
do you?
well, that's what it boiled down to. Uh, it was a lot of talk about being free spirited and being a free spirit and not being tied down. And in this aspect, you are free.
But that sounds like I don't want you right now, but I don't want anybody else to have you either.
Thank you,
That's how
strong
it's
singer.
coming off to
Big gray
me.
area. Um, I guess I don't know necessarily. I mean, it's not something I've ever participated in, so I don't know how to feel about it. Like I am just it's just not my thing, but I don't really know how I feel about it to dismiss it. Because for me, it's like I'll try it once, and if I don't like it, then I won't. Then okay, I did it, blah blah blah. But um, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that.
But that still doesn't. Maybe I'm missing the dating aspect of it then, because again, it doesn't seem like anything because there's nothing. What is making you two exclusive? I guess, or how is
Well,
there
I
supposed to
guess
be?
well, the way it was phrased to me, and I could be wrong, but the way I took it, I'll say that, was that everybody has their own little, almost like a sister wife thing. Like everybody has their own little niche and things. Um, gonna have us all what? Gonna have y'all all what? What are you talking about? But that everybody's gonna have their own little niche. Like there is going to be something special to this relationship that others won't have. And I was trying to figure out, well, what would that be if everybody was kind of getting their own little thing? But
What, a
then,
good morning text and a good night text? Is that what's supposed to be the exclusive part
well,
between our relationship?
well, no, I mean, I think it's on the basis, and again, this is how I interpreted it, where in which, say, if you had the friend that liked, oh, that's quick, the friend that liked to go to games, and then you had another friend who liked theater, and you kind of like, okay, I'm not gonna ask the friend who likes to go to the football games and stuff to go to the theater because that's not his or her thing. So I'm going to call that friend to be like, all right, cool, let's do this because the other person's not gonna want to do this. So
So
that's
that
how
sounds like it sounds like that person is
sounds
averse.
like an orgy.
That sounds like that person is averse, and they want to get dick from one person and ass from another person, and they got a verse in there somewhere for when they want to flip flop.
Well, again, that doesn't really matter to me.
I'm just from
So
what I'm trying to.
no, no,
I'm
no, no,
trying
no.
to.
I understand. I understand. So, but I don't know if it has everything to do with something sexual. Because a lot of people are attracted to just physical connection of things. Everything is
Hmm.
not always like, wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
Right.
When's the next time? So it could just be just like, I like being around this person to do this, and this is what we do. It don't necessarily have to be anything sexual.
So then that presents another question. If you and I are dating, but you want to have other dating people, whatever, that means that you and I
Well,
have,
no, it's not that I want to, but it's like
well,
if
the other,
if that if it presented itself. No, I'm just saying, like if it presented itself, then it is free to say, okay, listen, this is where we're at. This is the person that's come in here, and I want to explore this atmosphere.
again, it comes to mind as one, our thing is missing something. So you need another person to fulfill that spot. Or, or it just, I don't know. Like I'm just,
Are you
okay, well,
torn? Are you
yeah,
torn?
from all my indecision, yeah, this is out. For me, this is out. There's too
What?
many questions.
You?
I'll be so lost. Like, so what are we doing?
Not
What
you.
really are we doing?
Uh, um. So, but what do you want? Uh, well, see, and this is where the thought process comes in. The single part of me is like, fine, cool. I'm okay with that because there's a freedom to being single that you don't, necessarily have to go into when you're in a relationship or talking to. Um,
I mean, it is.
it's very free. So, but then there is a part. You ain't gonna try to get me in trouble, okay?
Not the glasses.
So, but then there is a part of me, uh, you know, and you know me very well, so you know this part of me that is very structured and kind of discipline oriented and very much like, no, it's got to be this way. This is the way it's got to be. We're gonna go with this. This works. Bam. that freeing part of me, we tussle back and forth because that's a little more like, oh, just let it go and figure it all out, and nobody likes that. So no, thank you, thank you. So I don't know. It was very much like, okay, let me think about that. Uh, but yeah, I'm torn. Not torn too much, where it's like I really don't know. But it was just like, just like It just brought some things into perspective.
It just, again, for me, it's just way, like Singer said, way too gray, because I can't figure out where the line is and where it's not. So
You know what, Nate? Stop with all these extra. So where are you in this space? Elon Van Zant. Um, I am very much
not on
single.
my watch. Okay.
I am. No, she was funny, right?
Listen,
Um,
beloved.
right. Put your face in the hole. Put your face. Speak into the hole. Um, I am very much in the space where, like I said, this part of me enjoys. There's part of me that really enjoys the single and not having to answer to, not answer to, but kind of check up
That's the
on
word
and.
for it. That's the word for it.
It's I sound so. Hey, Patty Duke, how are you, love?
Don't
To
ignore me. That's the word for it.
to be aware of be aware of another person's movement and what they're doing, because I just myself alone, I can be very much into, if I know you're good, I know you're good. You would have to necessarily tell me you're not good for me to go, okay, you're not good, unless I just sense it. But if I'm just normally like, you're good, I don't, I'm not the type of person like I have to check on you every 5 seconds or whatever like that to feel like, oh, are you okay? Like I'm not that person. So that part of me in this aspect over here with the single is okay with like, cool. Like I don't want to know about it, but at the same time, if you felt that you wanted to take it, to the realm of getting down, then yeah, you definitely need to. We need to sit down and have that conversation and talk, because there's too much shit out here to be like, well, nah, we ain't doing that.
Free slinging.
So,
Yeah.
hmm,
I said too much stuff to be out here free slinging.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need to see all papers of everybody.
We can go
Matter of
together.
fact, we all going.
Right. Let me get that's an Uber pool. Everybody going. All your peoples, all three
we
of them. We all
we
going.
we all sitting in the office like this,
Right.
going down the list of
Right.
results, talking about you next.
You got to be
What your
anonymous. G
That's ABC.
Q. Right.
That's how we walking in the office, okay? And I'm C. But that's AB and I'm C. Don't worry about it. That's what we gonna do. So everybody know their alphabet. So when they say A, oh, you might want to stay for counseling. Well,
Everybody just
back to the drawing board.
here's your pink
So
slip. We will no longer be needing your services. You- all your things were
working at the
all your
office, working at the office looking like Mary J. Blige. Oh, that video. I'm not gonna cry. Talk about something. I'm leaving. Oh god.
oh my
But
god. Get that little
yeah.
box with all that things in it. It'll be at your door. We know where A lives. Don't worry.
Walk you out like it's an office that you got walked out of,
Right.
like a whole job. Put your stuff in a box and just walk you out.
What happened here? Don't worry about it.
Don't worry
He
about
don't
it.
make it. Right?
You know,
He
I
don't
forgot
make
all about it. You don't make
it.
it. Sorry, I'm just remembering the whole concept with the he don't make it when we
Yes.
created that.
We have so many damn inside jokes. It's ridiculous. that he don't make it is from like 5 years ago, 5 or 6 years ago.
That's where we spit off. Yo, so anyway, getting back to it. And the commitment part of me that is very structured. I really just want to be with one person and one person only. I don't feel the need to be like sprinkling, excuse me, myself over here, over there, and everywhere else. So I don't know. I don't know.
I hope that you think long and hard on this because it's a lot of gray, and
I've been,
I feel like something's gonna get crossed. Something's not gonna be specified, and something's gonna go wrong. I mean, I'm not wishing that on you, but I think that's the issue with gray areas. You never know how far is too far until somebody told you that you went too far. If that makes sense.
yeah. You say kept committed. You thinking about it? Oh, don't do that. No, I am though. But I have walked into this space at the new age that I am. Shut up, bitch. That I felt it in my head as soon as I said it. That like I at this point in my life too, I'm cool with being the cool single uncle that I was like, oh, that's just uncle. Like will he ever find somebody? Nope, because I'm always the person that'll turn the party up because y'all boring because y'all together. No. But I don't know. I'm cool. I'm gonna just say I'm cool with it where I am right now in this space. But I don't know. It just made me say, Just made me say,
You gotta find you a sugar daddy. Get you a pop pop.
No, see.
Want some of that?
See, because at a certain but listen, at a certain age, you ain't gonna be able to be less like putting the train in the station because them tunnels be the collapse. And I don't want to be responsible for collapsing nobody's tunnel. Okay?
Then find you a splendid daddy that only wants you on his arm. That'll work. A little splendid pop.
What is that like? Just going, oh, I just want you to go to bingo and sit with me at bingo. I don't do that
tonight. You going, Cat? I got you a suit. Let's go. I got an event. I gotta go to Paris. I gotta do this. I just need some arm candy. You ready?
Well, that's where you live. I don't live. We don't.
I mean, yeah, I live in Florida, so honestly, that's all I gotta do is walk down a few streets and I can find it. But
that's it. I'm not.
I mean, didn't you? What was that movie? 365.
See, if he old enough, he might want compassion, and that's for she too. I ain't discriminating.
You know that? Get you a little old man. That's all he want to do is sit there and read, and you sit there and read with him. There you go. Did you hear what happened today, Popeye?
No, that is so. No, that's not.
Don't call him Popeye because that's just gonna be weird.
No, I'm not doing that. Nobody's doing that. Nobody's doing that.
Grandfather name. Let me think. Pop Robert. There you go. Come here, Robert.
Not Pop Robert. No, I don't know, but I just think that's not. I don't know.
So you saying if somebody said they just was gonna pay you for it to come to an event? Let's just say it was $2 stacks, $2,000. Come with me. We go for an hour and a half. We shake a couple hands and we go.
First of all, I'm not for sale. I'm not, nor have I ever been a Las Vegas showgirl. Okay, and the headline. So I would. I don't know how I would feel about that. Like, uh, part of me would be like, sure, cool, hell, But then the other part of me be like, what you talking about, Willis? Like, what's the catch? The New Yorker in me would be like, what's the catch? No, like, mm-mm. Put the money in my hand first. Like, put it in my bank account.
So
I
what if
need
he
to see it.
came? What if he came at you with a contract though, like official? Like, I just need you for these next events. Here's
Like,
the money.
like Pretty Woman. Julie, that's
Kinda.
what Julie.
Yeah,
minus,
pretty much. That's pretty
minus
much
the.
the gist.
But they had a contract.
They did in 50 Shades too.
Ain't nobody doing that. Ain't nobody.
But I'm just that they had a contract.
Hmm.
So if he came with a
Um,
contract, money up front, you can have in your account. I just need you for these few events. Blah blah blah. Why not? I don't see anything wrong with it. And he'll tell you up front, look, if you want to go beyond or to a physical part, that's up to you. I'm not looking for it. But if it, if the spirit moves you, I move with it.
well,
But
listen.
I'm just,
I'm not here to toot my own horn, but I just know my persona gives off very much like, oh, okay, like I like you. And I just don't want to get to a space where it'd be like, I like you. They'd be like, well, that's nice.
not that's nice.
And then you'd be
Oh,
like,
ain't she cute?
but we, but like, oh, but we spent all this time together and I spent all this money and thank you. But see, I got
That's all.
like, tell me something. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, giving the look up and down and go, that's all.
Emily.
Right. Or, Michael, my name is Malik. Michael. That's all. Yes, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, part of me says I would say no, thank you. You can keep it, but part of me is like, I don't know. Never tried it, but no,
Again, I'm
I
just
have
talking about
not
being
been.
arm candy.
I understand, and I have not been presented, but I've always been arm candy in some degree to someone. So I
And now
just
you're
don't.
making money for it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I always got something for it, and I mean, yeah. But that's neither here nor there. But I don't know. I don't know. I mean, hey.
Like, I thought about it at one point. Like, let me see what this sugarbabies.com is giving. Because I'm
Oh,
pretty sure
please, sugar babies, my
back when I was young and twinkie, I was, I thought about it. Like, let's see who I can find. Find
mm-mm.
me a Yzma from Emperor's New Groove or something who needs a crunk. I can be a crunk.
You crunk away. You go ahead and crunk because I can't.
The
I don't see
almond
it.
joy mound. Now or later. Yes, candy. Either way, people in the chat, would y'all be sugar babies? And I'm not even talking about sexual. You can keep the sugar. I just is the money sugar? Is the sugar money? We could try that. Is that where we're going with it? I'm all for it. Get too old, they may have hemorrhoids or something. Get too old, they may have hemorrhoids or something. Don't go back there. If he got hemorrhoids, then he got a donut to sit on anyway. Ain't gonna be no ass play back there. How much? Nate, that's for y'all to decide. I mean, if you paying me, like I said, 2,000 per event or whatever, sure, why not? That's all I gotta do is sit there and look pretty for an hour or two. I can do that. What do you do? Sit here.
Yeah, but then that's no. What kind of thing
Are
is
you
that?
jumping back in the conversation?
I am. What kind of
Oh,
thing is that?
wait, when they were like, what do you do? I'd be like, no, we just sit here and chill. I hang out with Pop Robert all the time, and I gotta stop calling him Pop. Robert and I, we work together. Oh, what do you? So you're in real estate? Sure. Yep.
I don't know. I don't know.
Don't need to. Again, you're just going to be a face. Hold a few cute
First of all,
conversations.
nobody.
Tell a
First,
joke. That's not a minivan. That's my wife. Ha 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 ha.
not
And move the fuck on.
not to just include gifts. It don't
What
include
kind of
nothing
gift?
because nobody is saying that. Nobody has. But then again, yeah, what kind of gifts? I don't know.
Is that in the contract? I will need to thoroughly read said contract.
Well, for me, it's hard for me to just accept things from people. So, like, this whole concept of this idea would not be, it'd be kind of like, for me.
It's a
So,
business deal. You won't be accepting anything. It's a business transaction. And you are a man that is about his business.
you're so dumb.
It's just in all of how you look at it. It's not
Okay.
free because it's a business deal. This is what you signed up for.
Right.
See, Nate, see, Nate on board.
Yep. Of course,
This is
Nate's
why
on
you gotta
board.
read that contract.
Of
Pay
course, Nate's
gifts,
on board.
cash, checks, money order, PayPal, Cash App, Zelle. Exactly.
Oh my gosh, you people, really, y'all?
It's hard out here for a pimp when you trying to make this money for the rent. Shit.
But first of all, I don't need to make no money for the rent. I thank God that it's not that serious. Right now, I'm watching Three Lives. What did you say? Oh, thank you so much.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it.
Nate said,
Um,
read the fine
read the
print.
fine
Yes,
print. Yes,
closely.
so let's see.
Closely.
How close are you reading it?
You need to blow it up. Call your attorney. I don't
Oh,
have one, but I'm going to find one. I need a
uh,
public
uh,
defender or a public reader or something. I need somebody to
I
read
need
over these.
somebody to go over these documents.
Mhm.
Uh, but
Explain what that word means. I don't have time to look. What does
no,
that
see,
mean?
see, that's crazy.
Uh,
Um,
You think I'm joking? I would. I really would.
I, well,
Baby, look at here.
first of all, first of
I'm
all,
about
that's
to
not
buy us a
been
house.
that, that has not been, that has not been presented. Okay, uh, but I don't know. Anyway, but what has been presented, a little story time. Here we go. So, uh, for example, say if you went on a trip and you you stay at said person's place for a trip, you didn't have to, but you just chose to because that's what you decided to do. And so you're there, and you do kind of a little pop up, right? And the place is not 100% like, oh, like
Clean.
I know I caught you off guard a little bit, but this was like the first time you showed up, I was overly prepared. And then
Mhm.
first time you show up, you at like a Marriott 5 star.
Mhm.
When you do the pop up, you at a Motel 6.
Mhm. Did you have to shake your stuff before you left?
Who said I stayed? Who said I stayed? I said
You.
happy birthday. Here's the gift. And I pooched it on to my brother's house.
I can see you now walking in with the suitcase and walking right back out in the same position. Mm-mm. Walking right back.
We good. We
It's
good.
so good to see you. Too bad I can't stay. It's a damn shame. I gotta go.
At 6 in the morning, as I just pulled up, like, oh, uh, well, you
Is that my
surprised
flight?
me.
You know what?
You surprised me. You surprised me too.
Mm.
Yeah, I just not.
So like I need you to explain said said domicile. What was so bad about this house?
It wasn't horrible. It just was not. It was clean the first time I showed up. It was like, ooh, so and so's coming, so I gotta vacuum, make everything is like put out. And then it was like, hey, ta-da, surprise. But me, a little bit. So like part of me knows like, okay, the surprise part, I didn't, that's why I didn't fault it. Because it was like you did kind of sort of pop up. But me, I was dropping hints like for the past 2 weeks. Like it was like you didn't pick up on it because it's just slow. It's the bus outside. I know
Nate just asked my next question. Was
who's
it
on the
smell?
bus. No offense to anybody who's on the bus. I'm just saying it was just a bit like if you ask me what I'm gonna do next week, you like nothing. What are you doing? It's your birthday, isn't it? What might you be doing? What may we be doing? Are you coming? I might. I'm not sure. Are you coming for real? I don't know. I might. If you see me, you see me. If you don't, you don't. Like stuff like that. So
Yeah, that would give me a hint. Like, oh Lord, let me clean up. Let me.
yep. Right.
Just in case.
Just in case, right? And it's just like, no, you. Um.
Are you laughing at Nate with the mustard? You in them damn glass.
These are my I don't want to answer my question, Michael Jackson glasses.
Okay.
It just had a there was a lot of things that I was a bit like, oh, okay, this is what we're doing. Okay. All right. So it was just interesting. It was interesting.
Well, maybe they were preparing for their birthday and just had less time to clean.
Mm-hmm. Well, now
Feet.
shut up, Nate. Shut up.
Smell barefoot in here. What is going on?
It smell like Fred Flintstone in here. So I'm trying to figure out. It smell like the Flintstones. So it was peculiar. Different, to say the least. Very different. It was very different.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. It was different. It was different.
If you question, let's just say you went to go to a hookup, right? You got there. You didn't see them when you got there, but in the middle of said event, you noticed that there were men in brown suits all over the place. Would you continue or would you leave or?
I leave. I've done it. I've done
pull out and just leave. Oh, I'm out. Bye.
pull out. We didn't even get that far, but even if it was that far, yeah, oh, sorry, gotta go. I remember years ago, and I mean years and years ago, it was we were just kissing, and I felt something, and I went like this and felt weight, and was like, "Oh yeah, it's been real." And like, where you going? You just got here. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. He may play a lot of games, Monopoly, Uno, but that game we don't play. We've never played that game. My mother was the type to be like, "Don't bring that kid in my house. They got roaches." Like, so we didn't play those games. Okay, she embarrassed you if you wind up going to the friend's house. She do have the roaches. Okay, she make you take your clothes off at the door, put it in the bag. so you knew not to go to the friend's house with the roaches. 'Cause
Okay, just wonder. You spit on the back. I can. What time to go?
we didn't even do all that. Don't worry about it. I can finish up my own.
In the
This,
car on the way out.
this is self-project. Don't worry about it. I don't want to leave you like that. Well, I want to leave you like this. I'm out of here. I'm leaving you like this because I can't. No. No. Well, thank God he didn't. No, it wasn't a roach situation, but it just wasn't like, And then other stuff. It was just like, okay, this is just like not too much, too much, too much, too much.
Did they say anything about you leaving so abruptly? I'm talking about the friend you went to go see.
Um.
Since it was still booty crack in the morning, and you darted out there like you had a court date. So you.
Like I was going to work and I was late. Okay. Yes and no. They just automatically assumed that it was because of somebody else or for somebody else, but it was like, no, I just like, no. I just feel like you're too grown to be like that. Like you may be grown and we all, haven't reached a level, we're all kind of still growing and maturing at different levels, but you're too damn grown to if somebody even pops up at your place that things are not, like sheets are not like
on the bed.
You look like you've been living the same sheets for like God knows.
The first time you went, there was the blue sheet. The second time you came, there was the blue sheet.
No, the first time I came, there were different sheets. Over the course of talking on the phone, we had bought a whole new set of sheets and comforter set.
Okay. Okay.
Where that pink slip at?
Right. We no longer. We no longer need your service.
No, we don't.
Your stuff will be in the box. The box. You know which box. You know
what I said? I don't need you to walk me out. I quit this goddamn job and just grab my stuff and walked.
And take the sheets with you.
Take these dirty sheets that you ain't washed, that you took out the package of the new comforter set that you showed me nearly a month and a half ago when I tell you I was when I tell you, I can't even get the words to. I can't even describe the words. That when I took the first bag, because it wasn't even the big bag, it was the little bag, and I had the gift, and I was like, oh, well, let me go drop my bag off. And I went upstairs and was like, oh, like, okay, same thing. I was like, okay, well, and went like, did the hotel check, because we do hotel checks. We throw, the thing back to be like, what's that? This thing? Oh, I spilled soda. When a month ago? I said, oh no, I'm good. We good. Yeah. No, I just came to drop this off to you, really, and I had to use the bathroom. I was like,
put all my bags in here to drop off this gift and go to the bathroom.
My bag, the big bag, the suitcase in the car, but I had my book bag. And I was like, I just had to go to the bathroom. And he was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, I just had to go to the bathroom and drop this off because I told you I was going to do it. And he was like, oh, okay. I was like, yo. It was like night and day. I would have never. Yeah.
Yeah,
Whew.
bed bugs would have been a concern.
I wasn't even concerned about no goddamn bed bugs. I'm just not ready to get out. I was just like first of all, the comforter. I was more like taken back and grabbing every bit of fake pearls I had. That the comforter part was all made up. So it was like, oh, okay, yeah, you showed me this. It looks nice. Like, okay, and then they go wham bam and go what? Oh, well, you popped up on me. Look like somebody popped up on them sheets because if you're not washing sheets, then where you at? Like, I mean, I just don't.
I
And
mean, sheets are supposed to be done washed weekly. At least that's how I was
well,
raised.
yeah, but I don't, I don't know. It was a bit much, but hey, what can you say? I was
Yeah,
told
they
I was, yeah, pretty much. And then they tried to like make up for it uh, on the day of the show because it's like, oh, I want you to come back, and I'm thinking, okay, you want me to come back so you can like now that you've kind of got it together, so it's not like surprise. Um, and I was just like, well, I was like, that really wasn't in my budget necessarily, and not that I had a budget, but I was just like, for you, that's not in my budget because then I got to go back that way, and I'm not going that way. He was like, well, I was like, well, if you have the gas money, sure, I'll go. He was like, oh, okay, I'll give it to you. Um, well, the show not over till I think 10 o'clock. I'll give it to you at 10. Look out for your Cash App. And I was like, okay. And you know me, I'm like, whatever. I'll see it when I believe it.
right.
Uh, and I was there because the show even started late. And met my friend after the show and his other stylist that worked for him and his wife and all that. And he's like, "Oh no, you can't leave. You gotta stay and go to the after party." And I was like, "I didn't plan on it." So I was like, "All right, just text me the address." And I'm sitting in the car waiting for the address to be texted. And who hit me up at 10:59 talking about, "Hey, what's up? What you doing?" I said, don't hey, what's up? What you doing to me?" Why? What you talking about? Did you not say that you was either going to text me, you were going to text me or let me know something by the time the show was supposed to be over at 10 o'clock?
Right.
He was like, yeah, but blah, blah, blah. I was like, well, all you had to do was say something like cat, foot, dog, yes, no, I don't
Yeah.
have it, whatever. I didn't really care. It didn't matter. Um, if I was going to make that trip back there, which I wasn't, but if I was, that would be on me, period. And it would just be on me, whatever. But all this excuse came, and I was just like, you know what? Like, yo, cut it out. We first of all too damn old to play games where in which you're not just up front.
Yeah.
Oh, but you popped up, and I didn't know you were coming. Blah 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 blah, and it kind of threw me off. Threw you off what? Your own kind of sense
Cleaning
of
game. Right.
like at least let me make sure my sheets are like it's your birthday. So why would you not? You know what I'm saying? Like if it was just whatever, it's still your birthday. So why would you not have something kind of together? What's going on? So I don't know. I was a bit taken back, and it's just I was like, I sent a text later once I got all the way back. And I was like, yeah, I think we need to just take a step back and just like back.
And this isn't the gray area person,
No,
or is this
that's
the gray area? Okay.
that's not a gray area person because it
Okay.
would
Because
be
I'm gonna say
it's
that
faded to
that's now
black.
clear.
Yeah, it's black. It's not
Like, there's no
that's
longer any gray. As soon as the
uh,
walk in and walk out, yeah, that's it's no longer gray.
I just couldn't. I was a bit like, whoa, like I mean, I know it was, I get popping up on somebody, you may, oh, excuse the mess here, there, whatever. But that was a bit like, Yeah, like somebody got to tell you they coming so you can make sure that you present yourself a certain way is a bit troubling because at the end of the day, you see, like I want to be able to see you in all the forms, the good, the bad, and the ugly. But that, nah, I just, no, no. It'd be over before it started messing with
It
me.
already is done. That's already established at this point.
No, I mean, if it was, further into something else. Like if I didn't know any of this and then eventually got to this point where it was like that and I got to see that, it'd be like, but you've never presented that to me. So I would have never thought that it was like that. But I don't know. I don't know. Just
Well,
weird.
shit, at least you found out before you started investing something.
Well, that's a whole nother thing. I've already slightly well, not invested, but it'd be like, oh, do you have this for that or that? And it's just like, okay, here. Then it'd be like, oh, I'm gonna cash up you the $10 back on, when I get paid, and it'd be like, okay, where's my $10? And I
And
don't,
then it come and
I don't
go.
like to be petty. Yeah, I don't like to be petty, but it'd be like, if you said you was gonna do it, then why didn't you do it? So that part is a bit like I'm over it. So I guess it was good that it
Okay.
presented itself in that way.
Yeah, trust me, I definitely get it.
Yeah, because he was definitely like, well, I don't understand it. I'm like, it's really a principle. The whole thing. It's really far more principle than you know just that. So I don't know, but that's that, and that was that, and that was the trip, and that was the story time. Okay, uh, but yeah, that I was just like, I guess we're all not grown like that yet. So I don't know. It was weird.
No, people don't come into their own till they actually. Well, no, you said they live by themselves, didn't they already?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, well, then shit, they out of luck at that point then.
Yeah. Hold on one second.
Hmm. Is anybody drinking anything interesting? I'm over here drinking. I'm I'm sticking virgin tonight. I'm drinking a little bit of Martinelli's apple grape. This is really good. Y'all ever had this? Please try this. Really good. I do got some.
Yeah. Does that have alcohol in it?
No,
Oh, so you're
remember I'm
virgin.
getting over food poisoning. I'm good.
Oh, that's why you tell me that. Yeah.
Hmm. Drinking this and
Mm,
water
water.
and
Yeah.
pineapple juice. I was craving pineapples the other day when I was going in like in the middle of it, and
Mm.
I ate 2 cans of freaking pineapples.
Oh, I don't
I
think that's
felt good afterwards though.
good. You said you felt good afterwards?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Mm. I don't know what it is. It's something about them damn pineapples.
Hmm. So did you eat something?
I think it was freaking sushi that did it this time.
Oh,
So I'm thinking because like I was saying, I do want to do another like lingerie party. I'm trying to think. Y'all saw my first outfit. For those who didn't see, I will show you again because I'm actually very proud of it. That is not my outfit. Hold on, sorry, wrong button.
oh God.
Yeah, y'all about to see something completely different. For those who did not see, this was my outfit for the lingerie party.
What's this outfit?
Yes, body and belly, giving it all. Either way,
Right.
so I'm trying to figure out what to wear next time. Should I stay in that realm? Because I got that outfit from a place called Bulge in Ybor City. They specialize in gay male clothes. Really interesting place.
Okay.
So I'm trying to think, should I go less next time? But then there's not much less I can do besides
Let's
like a bottle cap and some string. So still trying to figure out.
some duct tape.
That's an idea. That is an idea, though.
It's not.
They asked what gave me food poisoning. I think it was sushi.
Hello, sir.
I think it was sushi.
Are you ready? Okay. Thank you. Hello.
Nate's here.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Good news.
You showing that naked picture of you again?
I'm proud of myself.
I
I
see
look
you
good. And I
are.
was very proud of it.
Then how come you ain't spin around and do a turn? Give
Because I'm
Give
not trying
everybody-
to get the
give
channel
everybody-
flag.
I was gonna say they been snatch this shit down. He'll be
Right.
looking for it. Oh
Waiting.
my goodness.
Are you
I'm
crying?
liking that purple light in the background.
Huh?
I'm
Oh yeah,
liking the purple light.
it changes colors and all the rest of the other shit.
I like that.
Hey, what's going on, Brian?
Singer said, get one of those one-string thongs and a collar. That's an idea too.
Mm-hmm.
What? I got a thick neck. It's going to be a big collar because
You've been
Two
got choked out in your half naked ass, end up in the emergency room.
You done passed out.
somebody get this big yellow motherfucker out my floor.
It's like, where was he going? No, the first thing that they want to do is run a blood test to see what's in your system, boy.
Right.
Liquor. Lots of liquor.
Lisa, lots and lots of liquor.
Like he was high on that stuff.
Yeah, Martinelli. All that. That's sparkling grape.
So what gave you food poisoning?
I think it was sushi.
Sushi?
Yeah, he goes in for his
I got it when I was in the DR from salmon, and then I got it from sushi. So I think seafood is something that I should probably shy away from for a little while.
Well, it is coming from that polluted ass water.
I mean, you're not wrong.
So Lord only knows what's in it now.
Mm-hmm.
And what's in that cup? I see you focusing tonight.
Juice.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Look at the politics and wellness and look at his eyes. He couldn't even track. His eyes were all over the place. It was hilarious. I was loving that shit. That's why I kept asking what was in that cup. I was like, damn, I need to stay away from that shit.
You know what? Don't do me. Okay.
Because he was looking like somebody else that I will not mention. But his eye was all over the place. I was, what the fuck is this? Go ahead and laugh. You know you want to laugh. He was high as shit. What, you have an edible or something? You hit a joint? You had a blunt?
There was some herbal refreshments or something.
Very good. Okay.
But
yeah, because I knew that wasn't a liquor look.
That was a little
it
more.
wasn't a liquor look. It was no. Seriously, Antonio, you gotta take a look and look at his eyes. Go back and look at his eyes. It was funny as hell.
I'm gonna look at this.
Whatever.
It was funny as hell. Funny as hell.
Gosh. It was the nature of all that was going on in this political.
He was so stressed.
Nate?
Huh?
Those 3 butt plugs in the thing. What is that?
Oh, that's not butt plugs. That's ink.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, I guess it does it?
Is that?
You got 3 of them. Damn, you.
No,
that do look like a damn butt plug.
I was going to say it does look like a butt plug, but they come in so many. You know which butt plugs I like to see? Those ones with the tails.
I like the ones with the diamonds on them.
The diamond stud, yeah, but that looks real uncomfortable though because the diamonds are usually kind of big. The stones.
I have to get one and try it.
Yeah, because it just looks uncomfortable. The tail looks cute, like a little fuzzy animal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh? Why are you looking like that? I told you we have fun over at Pornhub, the other chat group. We don't put up with all that foolishness like they do over here. You know, if somebody's going to show up at their door, there's going to be, some interesting things showing up. So,
some red light specials.
Midnight, mid-afternoon, whatever you can get going.
That is crazy. But that's all I had. I mean, that's all I had. I think of oh yeah, you did to me the that it's a video clip of this woman suffocating this man.
Oh, that one, yeah, that was
Big lady,
crazy.
this big lady.
Yeah, she was sitting on his face, and he was.
Is that the lady that jumped on his face?
No,
I don't think she jumped on his face because you couldn't see.
No, he was a willing victim.
Yeah, but
he was already laying there.
No, he was passing out because he couldn't move. His legs was just a wiggling.
She didn't realize.
No, I think she did. She just didn't care.
Yeah, because he was like struggling a little bit, and she's a thick girl.
She is a big.
He said, "Did he die?" I don't know.
She might have came close. He may not be.
Yeah, he was close enough. You know, you have some people that like.
He probably came all over himself.
Yeah,
that was probably what he loved. Going and coming at the same time.
Yeah, you know, you have some people that get into asphyxiation, like to be choked out and smothered.
Dangerous. It's risky to me. That's way too risky.
You end up like Kung Fu, hanging in the closet by his belt.
Who is Kung Fu?
Oh, David Carradine, the actor David Carradine. That's how he died.
Are you serious? Autoerotic asphyxiation.
Autoerotic asphyxiation. Hanging in the hanging himself in the closet with his belt, and that's how they found him, hung in his closet.
That's crazy. Oh, you also
a belt around your neck and a hard on. Ain't that the way to go?
With the guy with the
your ring light is showing the thing.
I know. I'm trying to. The man.
Yeah, you know, down there in Brazil, and they use that synthol. It's like oil that they pump their muscles up to imitation muscle. Yeah, that's what he did.
He was sticking it like all in his muscle right here. So he's got some of his muscles up here. Yeah, he's got some of his arms. It looks funny. It looks like somebody took water.
Yeah, from Kill Bill.
And put
the guy from Kill Bill.
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Yeah.
It looks so weird. The guy from Kill Bill.
Yeah.
Bill, apparently.
David Carradine.
Bill?
Was it Bill? Old scraggly looking guy.
Bill, yeah.
Yeah, there must have been Bill then, yeah.
Bill.
Yep.
It damn sure was. Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't he?
He died in the hotel in Bangkok.
Yep. Yeah, Bangkok. He had a band and it wasn't on his cock.
Dang, it was somebody else's.
Hey, YB.
Oh, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah, Patty, those are 42 double Ds.
Goodness gracious alive.
I can't, because sometimes I just go to sleep, and then you sitting there hanging there, and that's going to be your last nap, because you can't get down.
That's a permanent nap. But who thinks that's sexy? That just looks like, what are y'all sharing?
But that seems to be the thing. You see them where they pump their arms up and then pump their under.
He literally looked like
Popeye.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and sometimes they'll burst and they'll seep because they've overfilled their arms and stuff.
Right. That's kind of gross.
I can't.
That's gross.
I'd be scared that's gonna stop my heart or something, or travel to the wrong thing, or paralyze my muscles or something.
You know, that'll just being poison. Just poison yourself.
Yeah.
Because who knows what you're getting? Putting all that damn Crisco in your arms.
In your arms.
Get that extra virgin olive oil. I'm okay.
Not leaking teeth. Mm-hmm.
Sitting there frying chicken, talking about don't throw away that grease. I need
it. I got a show tomorrow. I need this grease.
I need this grease for my muscles. Thank you. Yes, we are. We're doing great. We're doing great. That's just nasty. I am trying to find it, but of course you can never find it.
I'm on TikTok and I see so many men that get these BBLs now, and they are so proud.
Men with hips.
Lord Jesus, I can't.
There was this guy that tweeted. He said, "I want my men to look like men. I don't want my men to look like Nicki Minaj." And I was like, "That's what."
Hey, I don't mind the Nicki Minaj. Well, look, I take that back. If it feels natural, then that's fine. But they be walking around probably butts hard as rocks. Like, don't nobody want that. Don't nobody want that. You be done destroyed your whole pelvic bone trying to. No. Having sex with the wall, no thank you. I'll pass.
The thought of it is nice, but it's just, you got to find the right doctor, and these motherfuckers out here traveling to the DR to get six or flat in their body.
We know Pedro. They do teeth too.
Right. They do teeth now too. Come back with a whole smile.
Whole smile. And the ass.
You look like a piranha for 2 days, but
look like Gary Busey.
Looking like that girl over Finding Nemo talking about fishy. Piranha. The crazy teeth. Oh, God, I can't do it. Yeah, I don't know. I might just go get some pop-on veneers though.
Just popping them, yeah.
Like, boom,
take advantage of Amazon.
Right.
Get that same day service. Just pay an extra $5.
That's it. Blink. Like, hold on, let me put
welcome everybody.
Yeah, K Michelle. Oof. And that looked bad. Her ass looked as though she had taken a dump, like a soggy baby's diaper that just
they got stuck.
Just constantly, them trifling ass mothers that don't change their babies, baby in that same pissy diaper all night long. It'd be sagging and bagging.
I know y'all smell peanut. I can smell them. Change that damn diaper.
They smell peanut, yeah.
Right, they smell it.
He running around, this sagging and dragging, leaving skid marks all on the floor.
Smelling pissy. That's what to say.
Mama was like leaking on stage.
That's nasty.
Oh,
they need to give her a booty pad or one of them booty tampons or something.
Sagging and bagging.
Get her damn Band-Aid or something. Cover up the hole.
Not diaper booty, just straight. This is disgusting.
Yeah, I wish they stopped. They could find something else to do.
They will when something else becomes.
I think I was with you, Kat, when we were when I was living back in Maryland, and we were watching the Doo-Doo Brown the video, and you were like, how is it at that time everybody had flat asses and skinny waists, and now all of a sudden everybody got everybody mysteriously got all these big asses. How did it go from one extreme to the next?
To the other, right. And that extreme was so like, oh wow, look at this, they're half naked women on TV. And now you're like, these women look like flat pancakes compared to
they look anorexic. Don't they look like they belong in a third world country somewhere?
Third world.
Third world.
Dancing the Tootsie Roll, looking like they need to talking about something, just have one. For pennies a day.
Yeah, holding a bowl, right? Of rice.
For pennies a day.
You gotta have In the Arms of the Angel in the background.
Oh Lord, no. Was that a Sarah McLachlan song?
Yes. Has some flies dancing around
all in their face.
All in their face and ass while they clapping. Yeah. Like a commercial. Poor things.
Oh Lord, he gonna sing the song.
You gotta have a close up where they be like,
you feel all bad at 3:00 in the morning when you just trying to really like,
yeah, you snacking,
or the TV having to be on while you doing something, and you're like, for pennies,
oh no,
for what it costs to buy a cup of coffee, you could feed LaQuisha. Don't you see LaQuisha over there eating that rice? You see them flies by LaQuisha's plate.
Not the flies. I'm done with you. Oh my
That's
god.
crazy.
Mm-mm.
Crazy.
But it is crazy. You guys, I can't with y'all.
It's not bad. He's saying I don't drink coffee. Like, just to clarify, I don't drink coffee.
So I ain't got to worry about it. I ain't got to worry
Yeah.
about it. Not one bit. That's so crazy.
Just 45 cents, which is the same as a bowl of cereal. I don't eat cereal. That $2.99 gallon of milk, I'm lactose intolerant.
Have those little crop kids.
Shit.
But see, I was the only one that would laugh at the videos because you always get the one or two kids in the whole video that are like looking at whatever they're supposed to be looking at, and then they break their concentration, and then they're looking at something else like, oh, I can't wait till this shit's over.
No, they probably like, yeah, I can't wait, son, get me a cigarette. Got me posing all damn day long.
Got this fly flying around me. I just need a nice little cigarette, a bottle of beer. Where's the beer?
And so I'm sitting here in this woman's arms, and her ass stinking, smelling like goddamn gardenias and shit. She done poured the damn bottle on her. Both of them had that same look, like your ass really stink. I just can't take it.
Sweaty Sally Struthers. Like, damn, girl, you let yourself go.
Really? She really went.
Did you eat all of them in the family? She looked like
she's getting them meal packs of rice over there.
She looked like she ate them, all of them, in the family. Just a mess. Just a mess.
Oh my gosh! I'm sorry. I had to look up to see what she looked like now, and yes, I can see.
She ate all of them in the family. Yeah.
She was real small, real small.
Oh my gosh!
Yep.
She actually reminded me of Jabba the Hutt.
Oh shit!
Like a smaller version.
Not Jabba the Hutt.
Well, there's a few people that look like Jabba the Hutt.
We're waiting, and you.
You know what? He speaks all around everything.
I do.
All the time. And he was like, he's searching for the words. He's rolling his eyes up in his head, and he's searching for the words to say. It's like, just come out and say it.
No.
Just like earlier when you said, I enjoy being single, so I don't have to be checked up on by somebody else. And I went, that's the word. That's exactly what you want to call it. Checking in with another adult to see what you're doing. That's how it goes. What you doing? Sitting at home. Are you sure? Yes. Wow.
You're looking at me.
Right.
You're looking at me. So he's like, yeah, that's what I'm doing. And then like 5 minutes later, what are you doing? The same thing I was doing 5 minutes ago.
Oh, hell.
Why are you getting an attitude? Because you just asked me what I was doing. And I just told you 10 minutes ago. Ain't nothing changed.
If you want to come over, just say so. It's a whole bunch easier.
Not that you could, but it's just.
Well, that's a whole different situation.
Well, I mean, even still, this is cool. I'm good. Don't you feel like? No, I don't.
Just send a picture you sitting in one spot, and then when they ask what you're doing again, send a picture sitting in that same
spot. No, just in the same picture.
Either that or turn the news on and we'll say the time. Take a picture with the time and point.
And I'll be like, 20 minutes later.
Right.
Doing this. Right. I'd be like, don't ask me no more. Goddamn. But people do. People seem to very much always want to ask me. And then ask me, why am I upset? Why are you mad? What you got into? Because you keep asking me the same thing.
Questions, yeah.
Over and over and over again. And it's like nothing has changed. You looking at me. We on FaceTime. But then I'm being mean. Like, oh, you being mean. How am I being mean? If we're on FaceTime, you're looking at me. And you say, what are you doing? Oh,
Because he probably think you didn't put up the real pictures. Probably
I'm catching up on Queen.
Fake background up there. You just sitting there like this.
Catching up on Queen Sugar. Okay. Well, what you doing? Still watching Queen Sugar?
Ooh.
Unless
It's
we
a
watching it
45
together,
minute.
that's kind of awkward.
It's a 45-minute show. So, but we're not watching it together because you don't watch it. So like,
yeah, so then it's awkward at that point because it's like at that point I was like, all right, well I'll just see you later then.
No, because you just want to say I'm bored and I want you to keep me company. So therefore, keep me company. Instead, you just go, "What you watching?" And so when you're talking to me and I'm losing, because I'm still looking at TV, and you're just like, "Well, what you doing?" The same thing I'm doing. You're just
want to play Monopoly or something on the phone? Like,
just sit in silence. Just listen to all that. Well, now you can see each other in silence.
That's what the person would like to do, and I'm just like, that's what little kids do. I'm a little kid. We're not gonna sit here and look at each other like, no. Text me when you have something to say, or unless it's something to say. Other than that, just keep it. Hey. You okay? Yeah, I'm good. You good? Good, great. That's that single part. That's like, why are we checking up on people? You're doing other side stuff for no reason. Just how you doing? How was your day? Good, great, good.
That's what y'all. Before you get into your next relationship, make a contract. So that way y'all can outline everything.
But I do this all the time. We go over the do's and don't, what annoys you. And I go all the time, this is going to be pretty long. This annoys me, that annoys me, this annoys me, that annoys me. This I can kind of like, wait, but this is what I cannot, tolerate, this, that, and the other. And it's like, at first, they on it. And they're like, they're following it. And they're like, oh, no, I asked you already. I didn't mean to ask you again. It's a habit. I know it annoys you. My bad. And then after they get comfortable, like, yeah, I got them. This is going cool. All that goes out the window. And it's just like.
She says, my sister's been on FaceTime with people. But the phone
be somewhere else.
He'll be talking.
I can't do that.
I remember being on the phone. We would just be on the phone. We didn't have all this shit.
Yeah.
And be on the phone all night long. Sleep on the phone, wake up.
You can't sleep on my mama's phone. My mama wake up. My mama wake up and pick up the phone. Okay, like
you better hang up. Be trying to do it real quietly, right? You hear that click.
Right. And she like, who on the phone?
Oh, I must have knocked it off.
Take my damn phone up. Take my phone up now. So yeah, remember them days. But yeah, even with this FaceTime stuff, it's just like, or then when you can't, when someone, speaking of FaceTime, you know what I want them to roof and get rid of? This whole Facebook calling.
Oh, through the messenger? Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Random family members. Random family, because I had the YouTube one, the YouTube one. Not many people randomly just What are you calling me for? It'd be Ooka Booka and
not Ooka Booka.
A whole lot of them. And I don't know what you want. I don't need no witch doctor spells. I don't need no Bitcoin. I don't know what you're trying to video me for. Please,
everybody always trying to sell you something.
I do not live in Dubai. Unless we talking about something political, that's all we need to talk about. Other than that,
why mutual communication as a whole is a loss on most people. Exactly why relationships don't work out. The art of social skills has been taken out of the human experience.
Oh yeah, it has.
Yeah, no, that is that is very true.
Social media is definitely a part of that.
Mm-hmm.
A major part of it.
First of all, it's so convenient, and I think that's what kills it.
Yeah, but I think
you really don't have anything to say if you just talk to them anywhere on the planet. You could talk to anybody,
right.
and
People
now you
just
really
don't
have
know
nothing to talk about.
Right, that is true, and people don't know how to just communicate and say what
it is, and stop beating around the bush and going around in circles.
They do a lot of beating. They know.
I think it's funny that a lot of people will sit directly in front of the person that they're mad at. The person will ask them what's wrong. They'll say nothing, and then they'll get on Facebook or Twitter and tell exactly what they could have just said to the person to fix it. They get more satisfaction.
Well, they're afraid to say it. They're afraid to say it. It's kind of like face to face. They're afraid to say what it is they want to say, and they feel more comfortable doing it that way.
But that doesn't fix anything. You getting attention from these other people, all these likes and these comments. And
well, because a lot of times the people, because it's something similar to like YouTube, the people sometimes coddle the person and their feelings, so they feel that comfort or that sense of support.
Yeah, the cheerleader squad.
They agree, right? They agree in the bullshit. They all, they all for it. So if that's their favorite person or they know that they're supported, it's like, being around that best friend that's be like, yeah, fuck that nigga. You don't need him. And knowing that you was the one that fucked it up, it's like, I'm gonna have your back regardless. You fucked that shit up, but you still good with me. Fuck him. So don't nobody, I want you to be able to just say what it is, whether you think it's going to make me feel some type of way or not. At least you're expressing yourself. But a lot of people just want to put on to make sure that they are, I don't know, I guess making you feel like, oh, okay, yeah, this person is doing all the right things and crossing all the
Nobody does all the right things.
Nobody does all the right things. Right.
Nobody does all the right things.
Exactly. It's like that's not.
No matter how hard you try.
Yeah.
And plus, you don't want somebody that does all the right things. That shit is boring. It's boring.
So like, it's okay. I just need you to say it. I just need you to say, hey, listen, I ain't got it. So when I swiped your card to get your food, I got mine too. Okay. Not like, yeah, I'm gonna cash app you with it.
If you don't have it, just say it.
You're not gonna cash at me.
We can work out something. Maybe.
No, we can't.
Well, that's right.
Well, no, not for me, because sometimes that can lead for people to be like, okay, this is serious and this has gotten there. For me, it was just like, not really. I just, and so I refrain from doing that because I put myself into it just to be like, I don't want you talking about me when this is over. Be like, this was horrible. I want you to have an experience so that way you can be like, yeah, that was good. But then sometimes they'd be like, oh, that was too good, or now we together, and it's like, no, that's not really what I wanted. That's not
together. No. You was just paying me back for that ride to the store. That was it. That's all that was.
You don't make it.
Right.
You don't make it.
Hold up. Look. We will no longer be needing your service.
Right, getting the pink slip. But yeah. No, that's what it would be. Pink slip all day. Yeah, pink slip all day. But one day, but still taking it slow. But it was just, thank you guys, because I figured I was like, I'll save it to share, because I didn't, I just felt I'm still kind of like, just kind of weighing it in my head. But I didn't necessarily know myself. I'm not gonna go with it. But it was just like, that's interesting. Would you be with someone who was just like, hey, we could date and see where this goes, and still date other people and see what they
No. I don't understand it. Then why date?
Right. It doesn't make sense to me.
But that was my thing.
You might as well not say anything and just continue to do what you do,
That's what I thought too.
But that goes back to what I said. Somebody is going to cross a line. Well, it won't be you.
Somebody's
another person. Somebody's going to cross a line. Yeah, but there's no lines established. So how? It doesn't make sense.
But feelings are going to get.
And when you least expect it.
Yeah. When you think, because for me, when I'm thinking, because once I set myself in the mode of, okay, this is what it is, and I kind of remove myself feelings wise, then I am okay with that. And then when you want to change and be like, okay, well, now I have feelings. Now you messed everything up for me because now I have to be like, what?
Now you got to reassess and
Yeah,
reevaluate.
right. Now I have to reassess and kind of get into a place where now I have to have feelings and concerns about how you feel about set situation. When I
No, because you may be even done with it. You've
right,
already drawn your conclusion. That's not what you want.
this is what I'm saying. It's like, well, I don't really want to do this, but okay, if I'm gonna do this, then I have to kind of step back and excuse myself. So if I do that, and then you get to a point where, you know what, I really decided that I like you. But I thought we were just doing this way. I don't know. And for me, it don't even have to be me with anybody else. It's just me not being connected or checking up.
In that frame. You may not even be in that mode anymore. It's like, oh, well, fuck that up. That only happens once every 3 or 4 blue moons.
Right.
You know?
So, yeah. So I don't know. But
move too slow.
I don't know.
Well, don't wait for the next bus. It's going to be late. You better call it Uber.
Uber pool is outside.
He don't make it. Not the Uber pool though. But yep.
Hopefully I don't know. I can't agree to something that I don't fully understand, and that leaves so many. It leaves so much room for misunderstanding that it just I can't. Maybe if they would have presented it with more detail and more boundaries, or maybe that's what they're they're leaving up to you.
Well, that part was not really discussed because it was more of this is what I'm open to. I'm either open to it just being exclusive, or if you want to open it further where we are like kind of doing our own thing and we just come together when we come together. If you're open to that, I'm okay with that too. So it was kind of like, okay, well, what is that? What does that other side entail? And it was this whole kind of like, okay. So then I was like, well, you're saying like if you got a friend that likes to go to the ballet and I don't do that, then you're gonna go with that friend and y'all gonna, do that. Like, well, yeah, yes and no, kind of, sort of.
I'm glad I'm fucking old. Y'all make this shit too complicated. God damn.
But what if you start having?
But you still have your life when you're with somebody, and even as a couple, you still have your own individual friends that you do things with. You don't do everything with everyone,
right?
And you'll even hear people say, "Well, I have a work wife or a work husband."
Right, exactly.
And there are things that you can discuss with them that you can't discuss with your spouse. It ain't all this shit. God damn, I need a hit. Y'all like I can't have that. I can't have no drink right now. God damn, I'd be in a coma. Yeah, how about that? Yeah, Patty, for real.
People need to keep their options open. Monogamy is dangerous game.
Well, we're not supposed to be monogamous.
Oh, here you go with that shit.
It's only the truth, and it's hard. And when you decide that you want to take that, you want to take that step and be in a monogamous relationship, and it takes a lot of strength. It really does.
Well, it does, but it takes a lot of strength on both people's parts.
On both parts, that's right. And that's why you have conversation. You have a conversation going into the relationship of what you basically want, at least with some certain set goals and maybe some timeline.
Now, what if the person is at first having a kind of monogamous foundation, and then later want to like flip the script and make it more of a
open.
There must be a reason for that. Maybe y'all should identify that reason before y'all identify how to address it. So I mean, if
look at you,
y'all will,
Eden.
I'm just because that whole gray
Yeah,
area
it's
thing
feeling
got
her
my
pussy.
gears turning.
You just feeling her pussy today.
I just because if y'all were fine, it's just y'all two initially, and now all of a sudden you want a
Well,
third to
maybe, but
join in.
maybe the person was not fine to begin with, and that's where the problem lies. Maybe the person was not fine to begin with. The person
Well, they're
just
not. It sounds as though they're not ready. They're not ready for a monogamous relationship.
well, maybe they already had monogamous relationships in the past, and they've been burnt by them in some way. So then, therefore, now it's like, you know what? Obviously, everybody kind of has this thing where they like, I like you, but I also want to see what else is out there, or other people are, trying to get my attention. So I really do like you, and but I want to step over here from time to time. So,
But you know what it is too? I think it may be because of the fact that we talk about it now, because
mhm,
it was something that it went on and nobody talked about it.
about it.
And it gives you an option, it gives you another block to check now.
But you wonder
So
what brings my
I
hand
think that
over. Yeah.
has a lot to do with it too. But you need to you need to figure out what you want that's going to make you happy. If that's not going to make you happy and that's not what you're looking for, you're going to have a problem.
Mhm.
You're going to have a
See,
problem.
bring back the silent outside babies. Yes, Pop Pop got another child. We don't talk about it.
But we saw him at the funeral when he died. The whole family showed up.
But that is still damaging then to the person involved.
Oh, they knew somebody. They knew some other kid was
But
there.
see this. But this is what I'm saying. We want to break cycles here, people. We don't want to continue.
Oh, no. See, even that concept is hard to say in this day because breaking the cycle, like there were cycles that were set in the hell as late as the 80s and 90s. The cycles now are completely different.
Mm-hmm.
Even look at the
But
conversation.
the foundation.
Oh, you froze. Would you say you froze? You said the foundation.
I said the foundations of the cycles are still the same.
Okay. All right. Foundations. Yeah, I got you. Foundations of the cycle are still the same. Sorry.
Oh no, you fine. I'm gonna say I'm not freezing on this end.
I just think things have gotten so.
What'd you say?
No one is faithful anymore. It's okay. People are allowed to look at other people. It's natural, in my opinion.
Well, you can.
The looking isn't the issue.
Look is fine. It's just
like you can window shop
You
can window shop all day, but you can't
Mm-hmm.
swipe your credit card for every purchase.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just not.
Even though some people try.
Yeah,
like I said, if you're not ready for it, don't do it.
You mess up, you get that decline and do. You be messed up in here. You be really talking about something. You don't make it.
Mm-hmm. If you're not ready for a monogamous relationship, don't do it. Don't play a game. I mean, because some people just aren't built that way. They just can't do it. It's not for them. And you have so many alternatives.
I think that if a person is not, if that's not their thing, that is definitely something that they should definitely say up front. Like, hey, this is.
Yeah, but see, that's getting them to say up front. A lot of times you say shit. You say shit that you want the other person to hear. That's gonna, because you want them to agree. You want them to agree with you, or you want something from them at that moment. So I'm going to tell you what I think I want that I think that you want to hear.
Yeah, no, I just think that that's silly.
Well, you got a lot of silly people, and they always do that shit. That's how they always end up in trouble.
Yeah, but I just think that's not being genuine. That's not being a genuine person, because we are not going to agree on everything. So for you to kind of cater your answers or
and everything,
your
no, but they do. Because some people just think of the moment. I just want to hit that, and I know that I can't hit that unless I say the right things.
Well, yeah.
Cut to 2 years later, y'all done moved in and started a family.
Yeah, moved in, and you think everything's going to be in that honeymoon period. That shit don't. After 5 years, that shit starts to slide too, because real life kicks in.
Fall behind, or that paycheck not coming, and money be tight.
That's why you should have you should have a interview in the beginning, and you should also have a exit
Exit interview.
Exit interview. That's right.
That's actually not a bad idea.
No, you should
That's not a bad idea.
reevaluate every so many years.
Mm-hmm.
You should reevaluate your relationship and where you want to go, because you're constantly changing.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, just like you have, you know, like I said, the interview in the beginning. What do you want? Do you want children? Look, straight up, I never wanted children. Don't want children. Never had any biological children.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a deal breaker for a lot of people I dated from the beginning, because I told them straight up, oh no, it won't be any, because I don't want any. You know, I didn't want any. Now, if you have some, that's fine. You know, I'll raise them, but I don't want any.
Right.
Plain and simple. So you put that out on the table. And like I said, I've been married for 27, and we've been together for over 34, 35, something like that.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Yeah. So, and we also have an exit plan. If we get the door's always been open. If you can't do it anymore for whatever reason, you know, you just don't feel it anymore.
But
the door's open. We're not, you know, it's not going to be any, you know, battle for property and things like that. Here's what we'll do. Right. And now that we've gotten older, it's like, you know what? It's not even worth getting the divorce or the rest of that. Yeah, because it's like, you know, if you want to go out, do whatever it is you want to do, just be respectful. I don't want to hear about it. Don't want to see it. That type of thing. Yeah. But don't, you know, when
shit up in this house.
Yeah, be respectful. But every so often you need to reevaluate your relationship. Say every 5 to 7 years. Because, you know, you have goals, things you want to do. You may want to buy a house or whatever.
And what if the relationships don't go that far? Do you need to shorten your...
You can kind of feel it. I
think usually they, like, in LGBT realm, 2 years is like a long time. So you're doing 2, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. You're like talking your language where you're saying 20 years together, because it really don't go that far.
But it flies. It flies. And you need to understand too that, you know, it ain't all about love. And you'll hear me say that a lot. Yes, because it's not. It's transactional. It's a business deal.
Right.
We want to be able.
I mean, you're not wrong on that one either.
You know, it is. It's a business deal.
Yeah, part of it is a business deal.
And you should have goals, things that you want to do. If you want to further, say, Antonio, you want to further your career. Okay, we'll do this, and we'll shoot to get your goals done. But in turn, when it's my turn,
right?
You know, you'll do it for me, and that's how it should go. You should honestly keep pushing each other, you know, back and forth. And like I said, life gets in the way. It's going to throw you curves. You'll have deaths in the family, things like that. All kinds of stuff happen. You know, people lose their jobs, and then that's how you actually figure out whether or not your relationship can withstand a lot of that. And you will hate each other, and that's perfectly fine.
Okay.
And that's perfectly fine. Yes, I don't. There's been many a time I hated her so much, you know, and it's like,
but
I know that she got my back. She got my back.
Love for her being greater than that, and I think that's what everybody kind of espouses for. That
it's not going to always be good.
Dislike someone for a time, but your love and concern for them outweighs all that, so you can kind of go through the hills and the valleys and the
and you know, you like I say, you build that relationship. You say, does that make you scared not having children or taking care? You know what? You can have children and they still won't take care of you.
Right.
I've seen large families. They might have 7 to 12 kids.
Right.
And you might get one out of the bunch that will take care of your parents. So that's not something I'm worried about. Like I said, I just never wanted children. I don't know if it's because I just saw the things that have been going on around, you know, us. And it's just, I want to bring no child into the world. And plus I've come in contact with so many other kids that needed, some guidance and stuff like that. And don't miss it, and definitely don't regret it. Because you'll never take half my shit.
It's for the kids.
Mm-hmm. And fighting over what is it, child support?
Oh Lord.
I've seen them use children as a weapon.
Yeah. Always trying to weaponize children.
Mm-hmm. Been to choke the motherfucker out. I'm just as surprised at that bodies laying all over the place, because I've seen them do some real dogged shit.
Yeah. Yeah. That is crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but like I said, every so often you should reevaluate your relationship, see what your goals are, and sit down and talk about the things that you like about them that you don't like about.
Yeah, but not everybody.
The way things are going, you might want to reevaluate every 6 months.
He's every 6 months.
I'm serious. Semi-annually. Let's get
Some people are not strong enough to actually hear critiques about themselves, though.
Mm-hmm.
But that's kind of that. Is that really your position, though?
But don't be hateful when you do it.
Yeah.
Because your significant other can actually be your worst enemy. They know all your weaknesses.
That is true.
That's true.
They know all your weaknesses.
But what if you're not that great at delivery? Like myself,
then don't.
Not that great.
Oh, if they've been with you that long, they probably figure it out. But if you can't talk to, you can't be blunt. If you can't be blunt and just straightforward with it, and by then you would have learned what to say and without being so harsh. Because sometimes you can just be straight and to the point, and it's like, oh, if I say that shit, it's like it's gonna be done. It's gonna be done. I can't say it like that,
No, I find.
But you definitely need to have those discussions. Just like you talk about all the things you want to do. Oh yeah, I want to buy this, want to have that, want a dog, want of this, want of that, want of that, and also have an exit plan. Well, if we don't make it, what do we want to do? Sell a house? I'll give you the house. You give me the car, or whatever. You definitely need an exit plan, because lawyers shouldn't be making that much money off of you.
Right.
Because you can go down and file your own papers.
Negotiating, yeah.
Children are involved. Because I remember when they didn't have child support, like they do now.
Yeah.
And I think that just really has really done a disservice. Because I think more men would just go ahead and do what they need to do. But out of spite, when you have somebody else, there's usually a white man in a robe telling you what to do and how to take care of your kid, and knowing that your kid needs $1,200 a month, knowing damn well,
right?
I'd give him a box of Captain Crunch and some milk. He'd be good for the rest of the week.
Right. Well, that's their godly duty to make sure that.
Don't say that. Oh, that bitch.
Teaching us.
Keeping us in line or whatever.
Correcting us in the way we should go. That is their godly duties as those fellow Christian folks.
Yeah. And if you go your separate ways, agree to separate peacefully, because now you have a child or children.
Yeah. You get that.
Because there's going to be a hit money wise. That's why a lot of people had just stayed together.
Yeah.
When they had families, because you just could not afford to be apart.
Yeah.
Well, once everybody turn 18, then we can work this out.
Shit, that 18 ain't nothing but a number now. Your kids in your life for the rest of their goddamn life.
Well, not even. Then your kids grow up and they might despise you because you want to then change the family dynamic.
Well, no, because they out here. It's like, I don't know, because they'll be the first ones, because they see it. They see it. That's why I used to tell my girlfriends, never speak ill about their father.
Right.
Because they see what he does. You think he doesn't. They don't. But they do. And they'll look at you like, I don't know why you stayed with him.
Right.
Because they'll say, you dumb. I wouldn't have stayed. Well, your ass wouldn't have eaten. You wouldn't have had them clothes. You wouldn't have had that piece of car sitting out there.
Right, right.
You know, it's almost a, you know, you agree to disagree.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
cheaper to keeper.
Yeah.
It sure is.
Mm-mm.
Don't be, because we all ain't no Nick Cannon out here just shooting his shot every
Oh
goddamn
my
way.
He can have that.
gosh. You can definitely have that. I just think that is way too much.
Mhm.
Even if you have the money to do it, I think it's just um, many levels. It shows for me, and it's my opinion that it's a lack of respect of women there a little bit. Um, and I get you may be dealing with an illness and all that, but there's other ways to channel that than to be dropping your seed into almost every woman that you
Not
encounter.
only that, it shortchanges the kid.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. It shortchanges the kid, even though you are financially able. What about just your physical being? You can't be in all of these places at one time. You
Mhm.
just can't. So some moments will be lost by the wayside. So,
You're right.
and without
And
thinking about that, and all you thinking about is, man, and I
yeah,
got
his legacy and
my
what he
legacy.
leaves
Yeah.
behind and that type of thing.
And it's like the devastation, and that's what a lot of families seem to not realize. It's like you leave more devastation behind when your mindset is that way than you do leave anything of legacy. You leave more destruction because somebody's going to be left behind. Um, so, yeah,
Yeah, you have all
just
these
my
kids don't, and
thoughts.
they only know you. They only know you from what is that show he does? The comedy show,
Wilding out from
Wild 'N
Wilding
Out,
Wilding
and
Out.
that's
out.
it.
Yeah,
And
that's it.
they don't
Or
even
they
know, and the kids don't even know you.
right, or they only know you and they don't know their siblings, and so
Yeah,
everything,
Yeah.
their whole relationship, even involving their siblings, only revolve around you. So when you're not around
yeah.
anymore,
They may not
the
have any
siblings
contact,
may not have any contact or anything.
and the other siblings may despise you. Maybe you're the favorite.
Right, or
You
they
know,
assume that you're the favorite.
because that does happen too.
Yeah, it happened. It happened in my own family. Older siblings assumed that because we were the younger, we were the favorite,
Hmm.
and it was just like,
No, they just
nope.
knew her.
They
Right.
just knew.
They
That's
just
all it
knew her. They
was.
still had that new car smell. You know how that goes.
That's it for the
I do
moment.
car, but okay.
Yeah, that's true.
It's new baby, okay, new diaper.
New diaper. Change that baby diaper. That shit's just dragging all on the
Right.
ground.
Oh, we didn't have no draggy diapers, okay. Don't play that games.
Mm.
There was no brown people in suits,
You know,
okay.
little brown
In the
people.
men in brown
Yeah,
suit.
yeah, but did they speak Spanish? That's what I wanted to know.
No, they don't speak in the Spanish.
Yeah, speaking of Spanish, no offense to Spanish people out there.
Because to the Spanish speaking community, no.
Mhm.
What you say? What you say? What you say? 30 kids, right? You can't spread yourself on only one child always. Yeah,
That's quality time. You can't buy
Yeah.
quality time.
Yeah, you can't. And I've talked about this before, but even with my biological father, it was like the few times I was able to try and have some sort of dialogue with him, it was always, well, I was doing this and I was doing that. And I'm just saying to him, at umpteen age, I didn't care about
Right.
whatever that was going on. All I cared about is that you were not there. So, you more concerned with, you may not have had the money, you may not have had this, you may not have that. And all I wanted was time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they don't, and a lot of men don't realize that.
Yeah, right.
It just wants
A
to
phone
see
call
you.
don't cost a thing.
You sit down and talk to them. Y'all go to the park. You go for a walk.
Yeah.
You go somewhere.
That's it,
Y'all
like-
just go to McDonald's or something.
Yeah, but see,
don't
and the
feel
type
as though you're
of
being
person-
hurried off either. You
Right.
know.
And the type of person my mother was, and I'm sure about it because I just know how my mother was. If he didn't have it and said, "Oh, I wanted to take the kids to so and so," she would give it to him.
You would
You
give
know
it
what I'm
to-
saying?
mhm.
Or at least give it to us and be like, "Give this to your, give this
Mhm.
to your father."
Yeah, but a lot of men don't realize that.
It was
You think it's all monetary. You think every time you're supposed to come there, you're supposed to have some new tennis shoes or something. Kids just want to see you. They just want to know who the hell you are. Show up to their school functions every now and then. They just want to, see you sitting out there in the auditorium. That's all they want.
They support it. Don't wait till they, become adults and then, have a life for themselves, and then now you want to walk around.
Because then you're not going to be included.
Yeah.
And it's like, you didn't do shit. Stay over there.
Mhm.
But yeah. But yep. So oh no. Mm-hmm. So we have some things to sort out, and yeah, I'll update you guys on set decision if there is one to be made,
Please
and
do, because I'm curious.
hopefully I don't get hit on by no old man talking about I saw your podcast and I want to be your sugar daddy. I
Let
just
me
want to
review the
be on,
contract.
I just want to be on your arm or you be on my
No,
arm.
you
And
don't
we
want them.
go
You don't want them too old.
no,
You do want them I can't even get it out. Viable.
sitting up there asking, well, what's your credit score? What's your life insurance policy?
Mm.
Net worth right now. And do you have whole life or term?
That is sad.
And is your terms up?
What's your monthly payments? Are we gonna keep them up? Who's your beneficiary?
Yeah. Is there space to add another beneficiary?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have traveler's insurance?
Your mama don't need to be your beneficiary.
Ain't your mama like 82?
Mm-hmm.
She don't know what she
Don't
gonna
you think
do.
you ought to have a backup?
Not a backup in case something go wrong.
Yeah, huh? Somebody to take care of you.
That's
That is funny. That is funny.
so. I will be updating you guys on all of that. And yeah, that's about it. Yeah,
Yeah,
you done
just
got me
remember.
way past my time here.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you are past your time.
Yeah, see, look at that.
Yeah,
And
but just
it's
remember real quick, if it don't work for you,
Mhm.
don't do it.
But how would I know if it doesn't work for me without trying it?
You know, because you're already asking yourself questions.
I always ask myself questions. I'm analytical.
That
That
well,
means it's
you know,
clearly not clear.
Huh? What'd you say?
It's clearly not clear.
Yeah, that's true.
Yo, what YouTube stairs in your who? Yeah.
Do you stairs in your house?
Do you?
I don't know. Do you have stairs in your house? Was that you trying to? Was that what she was saying?
I have stairs in mine.
No, I think she was asking like maybe asking the person, like the older person, like, do you have stairs in your
Oh.
Do you have a rancher?
Wouldn't want you to take a nasty fall.
Do you do the lawn?
And just remember, in those senior citizens apartments, you got to at least be 65, everybody, to live in there. So
Right.
anybody under 65, you can't stay.
You can't stay.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to sign in and sign in and sign in.
You got to sign in.
Don't nobody want to do that. Talking about just be quiet. No, I'm not going to be quiet. I'm leaving.
You sneaking out the senior citizens home like you with your drawers in your hand.
You try to go out the back door, the alarm go off. Beep, beep, beep.
Goes off. Or you have some nosy neighbor saying that he's got people coming in and out of his house all hours of the night.
I seen them.
Just that little boy coming out of Gerald's house. Right. Which I don't.
You're nasty. You're nasty.
Right. Don't nobody want them kinds around here. They all
not on my route.
Stupid. So I don't know. We'll be updated. I'll even update myself because I don't know. I'm still. It was just an interesting concept. I've never had that proposal before, so I thought it was like. Now people have done it without actually having that conversation, but I did respect the fact that the person was able to say, "Hey, I'm open to this and I'm open to that. It's your choice." And I was just like, "Whoa,
okay."
I'm
just interested to see where it goes. But okay.
I don't know if I mean, I'm interested, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm interested enough to go we just like the way it is now. Because the way it is now, if it's just gonna be the way it is now, then we can just keep it that way, and we don't have to label anything, and it's just whatever it is, it is.
Whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
But I know other people that may be connected or trying to be connected are not gonna have that. Ain't nobody really gonna be like, well, I'm cool with you going there and doing that and then coming back to me. Like, we all not live in the OnlyFans lifestyle. Like, I'm not doing it.
That just it just seemed like an open relationship, but we don't talk about it. But I need rules. So when you out here being open, are you being protected and open? Because
Yeah,
that's
but
another thing
but that
too.
that was a thing. That was a theory that was brought up that, hey, if this is what it is, then if that happens, and what about this? And it was like, oh, okay, well, interesting.
Because remember, we can't assume that they understand that, because that could just end badly for everybody.
Mhm.
So yeah, that needs to be a part of that gray line, like make a line.
Oh, it wouldn't be gray, it'd be done.
It'd be black.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, I get
Yeah,
it.
but make sure you read the fine print.
But yeah, fine print is always important. Fine print is always important. But in these situations, you got to ask the fine print instead of like reading it.
Or you draw it up yourself.
Yeah.
I'm
And then what
serious.
you gonna do- Yeah, but then what you gonna do if the person doesn't abide by a set contract? You just get to walk away. Ain't like you. Yeah, that's it. But
Your
And
services
make
are
sure
no
that they
longer
actually
needed.
understand what they're talking
Yeah.
about.
but things are already invested at that point too, possibly. So I don't know. We
If
shall.
finances haven't been intertwined or living
Nope.
situations haven't been intertwined, then it's not that concrete.
Yeah, don't
It's
get
a
that
bit
same checking account. Motherfucker would have
right.
wiped you out.
Right. No.
If the address ain't the same or y'all don't have then make sure that there's a line with that too. Until we decide what you want to do with this dating, there's a line.
Mhm.
There's a very thin string across the line connecting us two. Until we get this sorted and we can make a fit together, we can strike a mighty blow. What they say in a
And on that note, we not striking no mighty blows. Okay. You didn't had a lot of blows, all right. Still need no more. Anybody have any
funny.
final thoughts?
Exactly. Open means closed.
Mhm.
I'm not even mad at that. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Anybody have any final thoughts? I'm not with y'all.
I'm good. Good show.
You should have stayed off. Black folk coming on all hours of the night.
It's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. It is. Because we don't normally do this all the time, and I try not to keep people on a thing where they can actually know, like, bam, this is what's gonna happen. Because some people like to just pop up and be like, oh, I'm gonna build my Walgreens, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, while this person. So like, no. I try not to be like, aha, you thought I was, but I wasn't, bitch. Gotcha. Oh, I did it tonight.
Well, you saw what happened when you popped up. Dirty ass place.
Yep.
No
Yeah.
surprises.
That's okay. That's okay. You live, you learn.
And you'll be surprised.
And ta-da, bitch. Ta-da. Pull them sheets back, bitch. Pull them sheets back.
That month-old soda.
If there was soda.
Right.
Part. It was big though, so I think it was soda.
Mm-hmm.
That couldn't. Not No.
Was that David Makes Man? Was he actually sweating or was he pissing the bed? I think he was pissing
Right.
the
I
bed.
Like a water boy with that big yellow piss in the middle of the scene.
Looking like he was having an out of body experience.
Out of what, ectoplasm? What is this? Plasma?
Is this plasma?
The hell?
Oh gosh. You said I have to go back to the beginning of the show. Oh yeah, you have to go back to the beginning of the show so you can catch all the little nuances of this part of it. But yeah, it wasn't a. It was an experience. That's all. It was an experience. I see you killed the cat. Oh, okay. But anyway, guys, on that note, we are going to call it a night. Thank you guys for hanging out. And if nobody has any last words, we're going to ask that you make sure you keep your mask on, keep your distance, moisturize, wash your ass, and be safe. And until next time, America, peace out.
But we're having fun.
And drinking.
Yeah, I know.